Imagine for a moment that the words we have heard for years, words of warning, of mercy, of preparation, are finally finding fulfillment. That which was announced in the messages of Medjugorje, in the prophecies of saints, seers, and mystical souls scattered throughout the world, is no longer just a distant echo of the future, but a reality knocking at our door. Today, more than ever, the feeling that something is about to happen is palpable. The world trembles, faith wavers, and the sky seems to speak with a voice that few still dare to listen to. The time has come, is heard in the hearts of those who keep watch. And this call is not symbolic, not poetic, it is a warning. The prophecies had said it clearly. A time will come when the children of light must take refuge, protect themselves, seal the doors of their homes not only against visible evil, but against the invisible, which spreads like a dark wind. It is the time when faith will be the most powerful seal, the only defense against what is descending upon the world. In Medjugorje, Our Lady has never stopped repeating, "Pray, pray, pray." Only in this way will you be ready for what must come. Many have interpreted those words as a generic invitation to prayer, but those who have ears to understand know they were a signal, a warning masked in sweetness. The Queen of Peace never speaks in vain. Behind every message there is a spiritual urgency, and today, more than ever, that urgency concretely manifests itself. Some say that the darkest night is approaching, the one in which natural light will disappear and only the flame of blessed candles will be able to illuminate the hearts of the righteous. Some speak of an apocalyptic passage, of a global purification, of a sealing that concerns not only the doors and windows of homes, but souls themselves. Seal your doors, yes, but above all, seal your spirits with prayer, with confession, with forgiveness. This is not fear, it is preparation, it is awareness. It is the announced time, the one in which heaven tests hearts to distinguish who is ready from who is still distracted. Every sign is before us, and those who know Medjugorje know it. The times of revelation are accelerating. Now only one thing remains, to be vigilant, because darkness is about to knock. And only those who have understood the meaning of the seal will be safe. A simple gesture, yet laden with profound mystery, with a meaning that goes beyond matter and touches the invisible boundary between the earthly world and the spiritual one. Always in the messages from heaven, this gesture is described as an act of protection, but also of faith. It is not just about closing a physical access. It is a sign, a seal against what does not belong to God, against what in those dark days will try to insinuate itself into homes and hearts. Many do not understand why heaven asks to seal. But the prophecies are clear. A moment will come when purification will descend upon the earth like a night without stars. It will be a time of great silence, in which evil will seek to manifest itself in forms never seen, and whoever opens, even just out of curiosity, a window or a door, will allow that darkness to enter. One must not look outside, one must not answer any voice, because evil may present itself even in familiar guises, deceiving weak hearts. In Medjugorje, Our Lady said it, Satan is freed from his chains and wants to destroy families, souls, the world. Sealing doors means preventing his breath from entering. It is an act of obedience, of total trust in God's protection. It is not a gesture of fear, but of faith. Just as the Israelites who, on the night of liberation, marked the doorposts of their houses with the blood of the Lamb to be spared, so today we are also asked to protect our dwellings with blessing, with prayer, with the sign of the cross. Closed windows are not a symbol of isolation, but of separation from the world in turmoil. When the time comes, and the signs tell us it is near, those who have sealed their doors with faith will remain in peace, while outside chaos will reign. The seal is spiritual, but it manifests itself in a concrete gesture. It is the line that separates those who believe from those who still sleep. When heaven invites us to seal doors and windows, it does not ask for a mechanical gesture, but a profound act which unites body and spirit in a single movement of faith. It is a way of saying, this house belongs to God and nothing impure can enter. But how is this seal truly accomplished when the time of darkness approaches? Everything begins with an ancient and powerful gesture, blessing. Every house should be blessed, every door, every window, every corner. Holy water, sign of the grace that purifies and protects, becomes the first instrument of the seal. Take a few drops, make the sign of the cross on the entrances, and pronounce with faith a prayer of protection. In the name of Jesus Christ, may all evil remain outside this house. May the peace and light of the Lord dwell here. It is not a magic formula, but a spiritual declaration. It is saying to evil, you are not welcome here. In Medjugorje, Our Lady has repeated that Satan can tempt, but cannot penetrate where people pray with faith. The blessing transforms the house into a refuge, a small sanctuary, a place where the divine presence dwells. Then comes the light, the true one, the one that the world cannot extinguish. The prophecies speak of a time of darkness, of a night in which the lights of the world will fail, and only the flame of blessed candles will continue to shine. In that silence, while darkness will cover everything, that small flame will be like a beating heart, a tangible sign of God's presence among men. Lighting a blessed candle is not a ritual gesture, but an act of entrustment, a declaration of faith. Lord, you are my light, and I will not fear. Our Lady has promised that where the blessed candle is lit and the rosary is recited, evil will not enter. And finally, there is prayer, the most powerful seal of all, because no closed door can resist if the heart remains open to evil. The rosary, repeated with humility and constancy, becomes the chain that binds the evil one, the wall of light that separates the house of the righteous from the world in ruins. Every Hail Mary is like a stone placed on the threshold. Every mystery is a barrier of grace. The Queen of Peace has said it, with the rosary you can stop wars. And if it can stop wars, it can certainly stop the assault of darkness that will come. Sealing the house, then, is not closing oneself to the world, but opening oneself to God. It is an act of total trust, a dwelling that becomes prayer. When everything outside becomes dark, those who have blessed, illuminated, and prayed will remain in peace. Because the true seal is not made of wood or wax, but of light and faith. But the true seal does not stop at exterior gestures, because it is not enough to close doors and windows if within us the thresholds remain wide open to doubt, to fear, to sin. Evil does not enter only from outside. It often creeps silently into the heart, taking advantage of every weakness. This is why preparation must be complete, profound, spiritual. This is where the three most powerful acts to fortify the seal begin, so that no darkness can cross the threshold of our soul. The first act is confession. No refuge is truly safe if the soul remains burdened by sin. It is sin, in fact, the invisible crack through which evil seeps. Our Lady in Medjugorje has repeated it tirelessly. Confess often, purify your hearts. Confession is not just a rite, but a cleansing of light, a renewal of the soul that restores peace. In that moment, God's grace fills every void, every crevice, making the soul impenetrable. Those who are in a state of grace need fear nothing, because evil cannot dwell where there is purity. Sealing the house, then, means first of all sealing the heart with divine forgiveness. The second act is fasting. To many it may seem a harsh renunciation, but it is one of the most powerful weapons against the advance of evil. Fasting is not just depriving oneself of food, it is learning to master oneself, to free oneself from the chains of the world. In Medjugorje, the Virgin has asked to fast on bread and water on Wednesdays and Fridays as a sign of penance and protection. Fasting breaks the power of the body and awakens the spirit. It is a form of inner silence, a way of saying to heaven, I do not belong to the world, but to you. During the days of darkness, it will be precisely those who have learned to fast and pray who will remain steadfast, while everything around them wavers. The third gesture is to trace the sign of the cross on doors and windows, every day with faith and awareness, not as a habit, but as an act of daily consecration. The sign of the cross is the key to the seal, the mark of heaven that repels the forces of darkness. Every time we trace it, we remind the invisible world that we belong to Christ. It is a humble gesture, but when performed with faith, the house fills with a force that evil cannot bear. Thus, the seal becomes complete. The blessed house, the light kindled, the rosary flowing through the fingers, the purified heart, and the thresholds protected by the sign of the cross. All this is not superstition, but a language of heaven, a way in which God speaks to us through visible signs to prepare us for what is invisible. Yet this is not only a warning, it is an invitation, a call to conversion, to living faith, to an authentic return to the Lord. because prophecies do not serve to frighten us, but to awaken us. The night will come, yes, but those who are ready will not have to fear it. Those who have sealed their house with prayer and sacrifice will see light even in the deepest darkness. Now is the time to act, to believe, to pray as never before. Seal your houses, but even more, seal your hearts. Let forgiveness flow, let prayer purify, let fasting strengthen. Our Lady does not leave us alone, but prepares us, like a mother who watches over her children in the moment of waiting. When silence falls upon the earth and darkness seems to triumph, remember, faith will be your light, the rosary your sword, the cross your shield. Then yes, the doors can remain closed, but hearts will open to heaven, because those who have trusted in the Lord will not be touched. It is the hour to choose which side to stand on. It is the hour of the seal.